This game contains scene of explicit violence and I couldn't even say that. I'm like stuttering over my words. Hi everyone, welcome to another Chris's collection. It's a brand new week. And there you go. I was breathing in the air of the new week. But anyway, you guys saw the title already. This is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, also known in Japan as Biohazard 3: The Last Escape. But this is the American version, so I guess it's called Resident Evil 3 Nemesis to us. Anyway, there is a funny story behind this, and for some reason, I feel like I've mentioned this story before on the channel, but I'm going to mention it in this video, obviously, because it's related to this, and it's a Chris's collection. The way I obtained the game is not very interesting. I knew this game was coming out. At this point, I was a full-fledged Resident Evil fan. I was super into it, and I knew this game was coming out, and I was just strolling through Walmart one day, and I'm like, oh, hey, there it is. Because I was still, I didn't track things like I do now. I was 12 years old when this came out, so I just was like, oh, man, it's Resident Evil 3. Cool. And I bought it. It was just like something like that. It was like a blind buy I did, but I did know it was coming out, just not when. And so I took it home, and I'm like, oh, fucking sweet, Resident Evil 3. And then, like, the next day or whatever, I go to school, and I was telling my friends about it, including my friend Alex. And I was telling everyone, oh, man, Resident Evil 3 is so cool. I know we have Dreamcast and all that, but, this is fucking great. And, I was telling him about it, and then I go, but, man, it seems really complicated, but whatever. It's cool. I like it. Or I don't know how the conversation went. And then my friend Alex was like, he goes, complicated? Nah, man, I could probably beat it in like a week. Or like a day. That is what he said. And I said, oh, no, you can't. Fuck you, man. You can't beat it in a day. And I never, I normally never really did shit like that. I would never really, like, not stand up, but, like, voice such a hateful opinion or some, like, voice negativity like that to my friends. I don't really do that very often because, but for whatever reason, I just could not buy that Alex could beat this game in a day. And I said, nah, dude, I can't. And he goes, you doubt me? I go, I do doubt you, sir. I do. And he's like, all right. He goes, you know what? He goes, bring the game over on Friday. I'll take the game. I'll beat it. And then the next day on Saturday, I'll go over your house and I'll show you that I beat it and I could return the game to you at the same time. And I'm like, all right. And so, I was like, fine, you're on. I'm like, you're on, asshole, let's go. And so Friday, I brought the game to school, and Alex took the game with him. And I told my parents, hey, Alex is sleeping over on Saturday. And they're like, all right, whatever. And then, so he came over, and he's like, I did it, man. I'm like, you did? He goes, yeah, I pulled an all-nighter, but I did it. And I go, all right, man, let's see. Show me. And so, by the way, I always thought this thing right here by the door where my gun is pointing at, that used to remind me of either a really silly 90s Nokia phone, or for whatever reason, it reminded me of the VMU from the Dreamcast, because I had just gotten the Dreamcast when this game came out. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. So anyway, he's like, I go, pop it in, bish. And so he popped it in, and sure enough, this motherfucker had beaten the game. But then I said, no. And he goes, what are you talking about? Look, it's the game. I go, you use Game Shark. Because we all had a Game Shark. Or I think he did. I can't remember. And, like, it was fun. We would use Game Shark to, like, essentially we were hacking our games, but we used it to, like, fuck around and stuff. And he's like, you doubt me again? He goes, I did not use Game Shark. And I go, I think you did. He goes, you know what? I'm sleeping over again. And I go, you are? And he goes, yeah, and we're going to pull an all-nighter. And I'm like, we are? And he's like, and I'm going to prove to you that I beat this game. And so sure enough, man, Alex pulled, me and him, this guy pulled a second all-nighter in a row. and I pulled an all-nighter with him too, and he did it, man. He beat the game right in front of me, and I was astonished. And it was so much fun. It was it was fun, man. It was so cool to just sit there and beat a game, with like a fellow gamer, and it was really fun. I had a blast doing it, and I apologized to him. I said, dude, I am so sorry. I doubted you. I will never. If you say you could do something, I will never doubt you again. Because, oh, it's Brad. That's Brad. It's Brad Vickers. Let's follow Brad. Brad, where are you going, Brad? Brad, come back. There's a streamer called Kitty Rar. She calls him Brad. Brad. Yeah, that's what happened, and I never doubted him, man. I was like, you know what, that dude did it, and I didn't believe him, and that was fucked up because what the fuck, I'm sucking ass today. I'm not paying attention. I'm just trying to tell a story is what I'm doing, but I'm like, he did it, man. I doubted him, and he did it. And so I never doubted him again. And to this day, I still have the saves, the 2 saves that he did to beat the game. Like, I have them on I'm playing this on a PS3 right now, and I have them still. I bought that stupid thing that transfers memory card saves to the PS3. I bought it, and Bread! It's Bread! We gotta find Bread. And I did it just to continue the legacy, man. So there you go. That is the legacy, my friends. I'll help you out, Brad. Even though he could do it himself, I'll help him out. I'll help out Brad. There we go. Oh, look, there's a photo. Let's take the photo. Let's look at the photo. Let's see. Clock tower postcard. A picture postcard of a clock tower. Well, that is what it is. The following explanation is printed on the backside. A landmark spot. St. Michael Clock Tower. There you go. So, guys, that'll be the end of this video. That is the story I have for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I like this game. It's actually my second favorite Resident Evil. I think it's a very underrated game that a lot of people gloss over because of like the reused assets and shit like that. But it's a great fucking game. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back later this week, actually, with another Chris's collection. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope you guys join us. Anyway, take care.